do it like that.
Y'all watching another episode of Highly Respected with yours truly, Miss Streetz, and I have a very special, talented guest with me, lyrical too, but we're gonna get into all that. Shotty DBD, what's good?
What up? What up? How you doing, Miss Streetz?
I'm good. I'm good. Did I say the name right? And then we got to talk about the name too.
It is. Yes, yeah. It's really Shotty. I put the DBD up there because it's a little easier to access that way, a little easier to find me.
Okay.
It's a few Shotties out there, but it's only one Shotty, if you know what I mean.
Shotty. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Everybody call me Shotty, but it's Shotty DBD for Death Before the Sun. So
okay.
yeah.
Thank you, because I was going to ask that next. Like, what does the DBD stand for? But you're already in.
Yeah. That's the name of the label. We have a label called Death Before the Sun Music Group. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. So we gotta get into the music. No U-turns. It is what it is. And the latest is Hurry On.
Hurry On. That's right. That's right.
So let's talk about all of them, really. So
okay.
I know well, you don't use that many samples, but the It Is What It Is has a dope sample. I love that in that record.
Yeah.
I love
that's what brought it to me. Yeah.
Yes, I love the mood in your records. So talk about like your style and everything like that.
Thank you. Well, I just try to. I'm a bully rap fan, real talk. Like I like bully rap. You know what I mean? So and that's hence the name Shotty. It's like, it's aggressive. That's. I'm from that era where it's kind of, it's cutthroat. It's you want to be as aggressive as possible, but not try to do nobody no harm. You know what I'm saying? Just let people know that I'm a lyrical animal.
Yes.
And
real life. You talking about your life too.
Yeah, no doubt, and it's it's real. I consider myself a real lyricist, a real life spitter. You know what I mean? None of that fake fantasy rap shit that dudes be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Reality rap.
Yes, and I love it because of course we all need balance. It's nice to listen to certain stuff, ratchet stuff every now and then, but
oh yeah, I turn out too.
That's not what I'm on for the most part, So I love, for it to be balanced out there. So definitely appreciate your music. I listened to a couple of your singles, videos, and everything like that. You're really dope. You're saying something for sure.
Yeah. That's the biggest part about music too, is what can you bring from it? You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up listening to certain artists. I remember listening to Nas. Nas had me like going to the dictionary. It's before the internet, right? Like I'm going to the dictionary. I'm going to try to looking up the thesaurus, trying to figure out what he's talking about. I'm going to look up people that he was talking about. Mike Conception, like who was Mike Conception? Let me do that. Let me do my research. And that's what I want people to do when they listen to me. Like learn something.
Yes, definitely. So you have a quote on your Instagram that is by you, and I'm gonna have to read it because I don't want to mess it up. So. The way that you do anything is how you do everything. Explain that.
So I look at it like this, right? Like if say your neighbor asks you to cut their grass for them, they might be hurt or they might be disabled or something, right? Most people not gonna cut their neighbor grass like they would cut their own grass. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, it's not my grass. I don't care. But at the same time, what you do represents who you are. So even if it's the smallest thing, like I'll try to do it to the best of my ability, and that means across the spectrum. Whatever you do, how you do anything is how you do everything. You know what I'm saying? And it turns into a lifestyle. So where you want to present yourself A1 every time, put your best foot forward every time. And who knows, somebody might look at that lawn and be like, yo, who cut your lawn? You might get a lawn service out of it. You know what I mean?
That's a great way to think too. Definitely. For sure. So when did you realize that you actually had talent? Like when did you realize that you really sounded good, your voice was good, what you were saying was good? When was that time?
It's been a while, Miss Streetz, like for real. Like we used to make music a long time ago, you know, and I kind of put it to the back burner. I'm a father and I'm a husband, you know what I'm saying? Life has its way of kind of taking control sometimes, you know, and music wasn't my primary goal at that time. I kind of let it, I don't say let it go, but you know, it wasn't in the front seat anymore, you
Right.
know. But anybody who knows me, who knows Shotty, they know like I've been banging since the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying? Like we was always getting it in, always. So I ever since a teenager, I was always like, and everybody was like, yo, you need to do something. You need to do something. You need to do something. So, you know, like I said, we did it for a little bit, and it got to where, you know, I saw the ceiling with what I was doing, and so I stopped. But about a year ago, me and my cousin, we formed an alliance, and we just made a deal. Like, look, just give it a year just to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because it was also a biggest regret of mine too. Like one of my biggest regrets was stopping, because who knows? You know, you don't ever want to be like, yo, what if? You know?
Right.
So I'm one of those people. If something keeps like eating at me, I can't just sit around and not apply myself to it. You know what I mean? We gotta work. So as long as we got the means, I figure we see where it go.
Right.
You know?
That's what's up. Well, I'm glad that you back on it, because I'm not sure what your stuff sounded like in the past, but now the stuff that I hear, I love it. So it's about now. So, you
No
know,
doubt.
focus
No
on
doubt.
now, making that great music. But let's talk about the past for a second, because I've got something just came to me.
Yeah.
So let's just say you was out in the 90s, right? Shotty's out in the 90s. What crew or what clique would you think you would fit in best with?
Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep.
Nice.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Even now, we like an older version of Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep. You know, it's just reality rap dudes, like bully rap dudes, like from that cloth. And when you see it, you know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
Right. That's what's up.
no nonsense rap, you know?
Yes, and I love both Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep, of course. Shout out to Queens, that's where I'm from. But
Okay.
both was
Yeah.
definitely good energy and just different. The music was just
Yeah.
Different. So that's
Legendary.
yes. Who's some of your favorite artists that you listen to?
Definitely Nas. Nas is my favorite artist, period. I love Royce, you know what I'm saying? I love Royce the 5'9". I love M. I was a whole 50 head too. Like I love that whole 50 wave. That was crazy. Um Conway, the whole Griselda movement, you know.
They killing it right now.
Yeah, they killing the game. Word, they killing the game. But even like dudes like even like Logic, like it be certain pockets I be catching Logic in. I'd be like, ooh,
People
okay.
don't talk about him, but when he dropped them projects, it'd be like, whoo, thank
And he got a fan base.
yeah,
And Russ too. Like I'm a big fan of Russ. Like I be peeping
yeah,
some of his shit too. I'm like,
yeah. He from
okay.
yep. Yeah, he
Yeah.
too. So let's talk about Shotty. Let's talk about your studio vibes. What's your needs and your vibes when you're in the studio about to record?
Definitely definitely a little garden essentials, you know what I mean?
Herbal essence, yes.
Yeah, herbal essence,
That's what
exactly.
I call it.
No doubt, no doubt. And just a cool vibe, right? Like I don't need no friction in the studio. When most of the time when I record though, I have my shit already ready. So it's a party, really. You know what I'm saying? We just having a good time making music so we can just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? That's really it, you know. Like I don't need nobody. As long as I got Cuzzo with me, you know, so I keep Primo with me and maybe one of the homies with me. Sometimes I take my kids with me, you know what I'm saying? I have my son with me a couple times. Like it is what it is. That's how I rock. I don't really need, I
Well,
ain't one of them entourage dudes, you know what I
okay,
mean?
cool. With the people that you do allow to come into the session, are you okay with feedback? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Like I'll ask my man, like, yo, you think I should say this? You think I should say that? Like I already got it, but what you think sound better? You know what I mean? Like I just to play off what other people may think, because it might be something that I'm not hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you inside the box, it's kind of hard to look into it. You know, so yeah, I definitely take criticism well. I'm not one of them dudes like, I ain't changing that. It's the way I made it. That's how it's gonna be. Nah,
Right.
I'm definitely malleable like that. I can, you know.
That's a good thing. Good. So we all know hip hop is turning 50 this year.
Yeah.
Already is 50, which is
Yeah.
incredible in itself. And with that being said, you're a part of hip hop. Talk about the evolution, I would say, of hip hop, because obviously you come from when it was substance and lyrics, and of course that changed over the years. So what would you say is like the best thing, the best change that happened to hip hop over the 50 years?
The best change to hip hop, I would say probably just more. It's more recognizable now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's everywhere. You can go to countries where people don't even know the language, but they'll say every word to your song. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the 50 years of hip hop, like we was just at the 50-year hip hop event at the 4040 Club that Tune caught through, and I had a chance to meet a lot of legendary dudes like Melly Mel, and like me and Cuzzo was just reflecting about it, like wow, like Melly Mel, like the message, what, you know what I mean? And so hip hop started with a message, then it evolved, I look at it like a kid, right? Like how your child goes through different stages. It hits puberty, and then it's acting out, and it's doing stuff that you know you don't necessarily agree with. But then it gets to a point where it's like you can see yourself in it again. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at hip hop, where it's like it's getting back to the point now where it's cool to want to say something and not just be flashy, or not just be ratchet, or not, you know, it has more characteristics.
Yes.
You know?
That's definitely the truth. Everything does come back full circle. So thank God that came back.
Yeah, for real.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely
sure.
360.
Yeah. So what's next for you? What are you working on? What's your plans?
So we got a few projects we putting out. So I'm on this nostalgia wave right now, right? That's the name of the EP that I'm gonna put out, which those singles that I dropped, like Is Wiz, which is It Is What It Is. And Hurry On is gonna be on. It's a idea that I came up with, where it's like I want to bring back that feeling, right? Of the golden era of hip hop, the shit that I grew up listening to, that boom bap feel. So I just named it nostalgia, because that's what you get. Like when you hear it, you be like, oh, he remind me of like the first time I heard Mobb Deep, or the first time I heard Cormega, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like that vibe. So I'm working on this nostalgia thing, and I'll probably put out a couple volumes of that, and then actually work on an actual album after that. Trying to lock in some features right now too for Two Nostalgia, which that's my second installment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna name it Too Nostalgic. So, yeah.
Nice.
So
Well, I
I'm
can't wait
on
to hear
a
it.
nostalgia wave right now.
Yeah, and like I said, I definitely can't wait to hear it. Because the singles that you have been dropping, that collectively with the whole project, I know it's gonna be amazing. So
Thank you.
definitely can't wait to hear that.
Yeah. And more visuals too. I got more visuals coming too.
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely need those too. So, because
Mm-hmm.
people want to see stuff now, they don't want to just hear stuff; they want to see stuff. So,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Before you go, definitely drop all your info so people know how to download your music, watch your videos, anything like that.
No doubt, no doubt. So it's Shotty DBD everywhere. Just type in Shotty, SHOTTY space DBD, and I'm everywhere. We outside. You know what I mean? And the YouTube, everybody subscribe to the YouTube page, DBD Music Group. Check it out. We got more content coming. Just subscribe, and you'll see it pop up on your screen as soon as we post it.
Yeah, definitely support all the good stuff, all the good music. So Shotty, I want to say thank you. Keep up the good work, keep making them hits, dropping them singles and videos, and keep doing what you love to do, because obviously this is a passion, a love for you.
Absolutely.
They took time off, but you came back, so that means something in itself. So
It
just
does.
keep going. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And I'm definitely going to support you as well. I appreciate you.
Thank you.